Hi everybody, this is Robert at Scott Leroy Marketing. Today we're going to show you how to use your Wolfnet IDX link to embed IDX search into your third-party site. This should work on pretty much any third-party site that you're using, WordPress, Wix, GoDaddy, whatever, as long as you can get to a code editor. Now this does have one prerequisite. Your Wolfnet IDX connection does already have to be set up. So if your KW app only allows you to search for KW listings, it doesn't show any listings outside of the company, then you would want to contact your Market Center leadership and ask them for help setting up your Wolfnet IDX. That is a prerequisite for getting this done. Our first step is going to be to get logged into our mykw.kw.com homepage. On the homepage in the eEdge control panel here under My Marketing, we're going to click this plus sign just to the right, and then we'll click Manage eAgency Website. Don't get too hung up on that website word. This site was retired back in 2015 when Playstore came out, and it's no longer viable. But the reason this interface still exists is because the KW app and this IDX connection are administered through this interface. Over on the left, we'll click on section 4.0, Add Listings IDX Search, and then we'll click 4.1, Add IDX Search. On this page, you should have your Wolfnet URL in this very first box. If you don't have your Wolfnet URL here, again, please contact your Market Center leadership for help setting up your Wolfnet IDX. If you do have this URL here, go ahead and highlight it, right-click, and copy. And then we're going to go over to Google. And we're just going to search for an iFrame generator. iFrame is all one word, letter I, frame, and then generator. This is going to give you several thousand results here. I'm just going to click on the first one here. And no matter which iFrame generator you choose, it's going to have this box right here, the URL, the target, the destination, whatever it calls it. We're just going to paste our Wolfnet URL into this box, and then we'll click Generate, and it's going to create all of this code for us. And it's going to highlight it automatically, so we'll just right-click that and copy. Then you'll go over to whatever your site provider is. I'm using Playstore here because that's what we have access to, but if you're using your third-party site, go into that site provider and create a new page and get to your code editor. So I'm just going to click on Edit Site, Pages, Create a New Page, Default Page Template. I'm going to give this a name. And then I'm going to go to my code editor right here. And then we'll right-click and paste this in. Now, depending on your site provider, I know on Playstore here, I actually have to add an S after this address here, the HTTP : MLS Finder, all that. We have to add an S after the P here. So it's probably best practice to go ahead and do that on your third-party site also, just so that it's more compatible. We do need to add that secure letter in there, that S. Then we'll update that. And you'll see a preview of that on the page here. And then if I save this and go look at the site, here's my page. And here is my Wolfnet search embedded right in the page on my site, and it looks like it's part of the page. Now, if you know a little more about HTML coding, you can change the size of this. You can make this wider, you can make it longer so that you don't have to scroll sideways or up and down, but I'm not going to show you that in this video. You would need to get some HTML tutoring maybe, or have somebody who knows HTML work on that just a little bit for you. If you have additional questions about this, feel free to shoot us an email at support@scottleroymarketing.com.